Booyah.
You're an asshole. You forgot to hit the go ahead.
Get the fuck
Go ahead, restart. Go ahead.
All right, welcome back to the BradyBagz show. Take 14. All right. Sean's not here. Running a little late. Woke up this morning. Realized he's still ugly as fuck. Unlike us gentlemen who wake up handsome every morning.
I'm handsome as shit.
There it is. So usually I have a sleeper pick. But this week, I have a sleeper challenge for us BradyBagz guys, in which we need fan interaction. And what we're going to do, we're going to have a BradyBagz spelling bee. That's what I want to see who the fuck's really the smartest one here. All right?
What, are we supposed to use the same jokes we did the first 14 times? Or?
Nah.
All right, keep going. You gotta
keep doing the same jokes. Hold on, Joe, it's your turn. Say something different. Yell at me.
I ain't got shit to say, bro. This is take two. Y'all motherfuckers grilling this shit.
So what
I'm over here getting heat flashes.
Go ahead.
So with that being said, we need topics. And what I mean by topics is dinosaurs, fish, medicine, cigarette brands, things that you think that we will fuck up. So please put them in our comments. We need the comments of what you would like for us to spell. Don't actually give us the word. Just give us the topic. And what we'll do is next week when we get here, we will have Dev go in, let him pick the topic for all of us, and we all have one word to spell.
You got to climb over the table.
Sean is now here. He's going to climb over the table.
This is my show.
Oh,
Don't do
shit.
that.
Damn.
This is my show.
Damn. Made budget cuts. We could only afford Sean for 11 minutes of show now. Come on, brother.
Yo, all that good shit Haskell just said. What was I about to say? Yo, first and foremost, thank you to all the viewership, all the subscribers. I mean, I need to actually say, can y'all please subscribe more? I noticed that some people watch the show, but they never subscribe to the channel. But thank you for all the viewership. Like I was saying, we kind of broke into a new threshold of hitting like 5-6K an episode. We hit 7K last episode, 9K the episode before that. So it just shows that the show is steadily growing, and that's kind of cool. So thank you all for that. Please subscribe to the SteadyPicks channel. I know a lot of people watch the show consistently, but a lot of people don't actually subscribe. Ali do something where I say, please subscribe. Put that little thing, ching.
We do interact with the fans as well. We do interact in the comments with the fans as well. We do.
Justin interacts with himself.
Hey, I argue with my burner accounts.
Mexican avocado, that's you?
Yeah, I just want you guys to know how much y'all double talk each other is driving me fucking insane because I can't hear it. It's crazy.
Joey came in with a Metallica shirt on.
Joey came in here with that 1988 Summer Bully shirt.
Yeah,
bro. Kurt's talking, you're clapping, motherfucker. How can I hear?
Oh, God, he's upset.
I was clapping
today.
up. Damn, Joey's got his period. Come on. What do you identify as?
The motherfucker to whoop your ass.
That's the one joke we can't do. That's the one joke we can't do.
What you guys talk about so far?
Nothing.
Just nothing because someone didn't hit the fucking record button for the first 7 minutes.
Yeah, we were practicing.
That's another.
Yeah, you guys were practicing.
This is the OG location, so it's kind of different rules in the sense of how we get the audio.
Yeah, we
nothing we could do.
Didn't we do a whole episode before and not hit record?
I don't like talk about the past, man. I don't like talking about flaws.
Let's talk about the present.
Man. Yeah,
we gotta talk about the past a little bit. There's fights this weekend.
Real quick, let's run through this. I already know how you get because I know you probably got like 4 minutes. You're probably like, we gotta wrap this show.
Joey's got he's got to get this.
True.
His fight's in a couple weeks.
This is true. Newark tickets. I gotta say this one more time. I say that.
No, you didn't.
Let's get to it.
You didn't.
Newark tickets are pinned to the page. The giveaway is still live and active. Please go play to win tickets to go to Joey's fight. 4 tickets. For your friends, whatever, however we're going to do it. I do not have the date in which we're going to give it away, but I'm sure within the 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it
has to be soon.
Yeah, soon. So looking forward to that, but still play to win. Someone's going to win. Someone's going to Newark. Enjoy.
Local pickup.
Yeah, something.
Local pickup.
We'll figure that out. Other than that, thank you for the viewership. Let's carry on with the show.
What's up?
Recap it up. Joey, I'm sorry you were take off where you left off.
We had the opening fight, Brad Katona versus Begzat. Surprising that was the opener. I think they're both good guys, but yeah, I mean Begzat came out and redeemed his debut and had a good performance and got him out of there.
I felt bad. I seen Brad. We were leaving for the arena. He was just coming back. I was like, damn, It's a shitty feeling.
It was first round too, right? First
Yeah,
round.
it
Cracked,
was-
cracked him with an uppercut.
Like
threw
a
back.
minute and 4 seconds in.
And then he
quick.
ran back in to try to take a shot. He opened the guard with uppercut, put him right out.
Yep. So good fight, good performance by him. Excited to see him move on to bantamweight. Moving on, we had Daniel Santos versus Lee Jong Young. That was the first fight that I watched to start the card. Crazy, great fight, like super back and forth.
Yes.
They were standing and banging the whole time. And Daniel Santos, man, I thought he was like fading and then he'd come back and fade and then come back. So great banger.
He
Good
seemed to
fight.
just outwork him a little bit, right? Everything
Yeah.
was just outworking him.
He just threw a little bit more volume and just kept walking him down. So it was really good. And then he got a couple takedowns that really, I think, secured it.
Lee was sitting on everything in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
I think, wasn't Santos, Joe, a late replacement for him? Or was that like...
Yeah, no, Santos came in late.
Yeah, Lee was sitting on everything. I think he was going to walk him out of there in the first round. But Santos just overcame and got it done.
Moving on to our boy Power Bar.
Looks very.
I
got it
really did
fucking
not
done.
expect him to beat Bruno Silva. But, man,
Bruno missed weight. No,
did he? I
Yeah,
didn't know
he
that.
lost weight. He's done.
Cook.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah,
I
4
think
and
that's
7?
5.
That's like 4 or 5 fights.
Yeah. But I was happy to see Mark win. He really did hit a nasty elbow because you could see it indenting him a little bit, and Bruno was like dead for a minute. They took him out in the stretcher. Apparently, I didn't see that part, but happy to see Power Bar get back in the win column, man.
Yeah,
Did you see
they kept him updated on his health. Like he's fine.
Yeah, I
no,
saw he
no
went up.
fractures or anything like that.
Instagram. I was say, did you see the dent? That shit where like
Yeah.
a dent
Oh,
was
he
in his
got
crib?
him.
Yeah. How does Power Bar? Power Bar got to be one of the better nicknames in the UFC, right?
It's a very cool nickname.
I don't know
like
what you
it.
mean, but
It's a very good nickname.
the power, like the
Power Bar. Yeah, it's a good one.
I like it.
That's a good one for
like
sure.
it. Not better than the Shamrock Strangler though.
The Shamrock Strangler is. This is where that originated.
Who's the Shamrock Strangler?
Me.
You hear the episode? This is the Shamrock Strangler.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, they
like that?
they dubbed me the Shamrock Strangler.
On this
I'm
episode,
not
we're
gonna
trying to
use
get it out to the general public.
I'm not going to. But here, you can call me the Shamrock Strangler.
All right.
If you prefer to call me the Shamrock Strangler instead of Sean or Brady, you can do that.
All right, bet.
So what is Shamrock?
Something with
supposed to mean?
Irish. I don't
It's
know.
a
Man.
Shamrock's like the
Irish
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it, let's run with it. Let's go. Keep
Shamrock, yeah. This is the
Philly
first. This is
Bill.
the first fight I was cage side for.
The Sterling one.
Yeah, it was kind of like back and forth, and then like towards the end of the rounds, like they would start like slugging it out, and then Navajo dropped him in the third, and looked like he was going to get a finish, but
How does he look in person? Does it look impressive?
He looks.
yeah, he's
'Cause
shredded.
on TV.
He's shredded.
On TV, it didn't look like.
No, he's shredded. But yeah, it wasn't the. If the last minute was the entire fight, it would have like been like a $50,000 fight. But they just started going for it at the end. But it was entertaining for sure.
He's still, like I said, he's very green.
Yeah.
Very new. He showed glimpses of like having a little bit more game than just striking. Like he did like wrestle a little bit. Seemed like he knew what he was kind of doing down there. So I think just in time, he probably will get
Yeah,
better
he'll
now.
Yeah, he'll get good.
I'm not.
Big frame. Yeah,
So,
you can't be
yeah.
sold. You can't be
Right,
sold
right.
on him.
Medeskis, Bukaskis,
Say that name.
Bukaskis
Robbery.
versus Ian Kutilaba. Apparently, I was like, I was gaming while I was watching just to stay awake, and from what I see on the stats, it looks like Ian should have won the
The
fight.
stats
and
are wild.
He had
Yes.
way more strikes and everything.
The stats are insane.
I just
definitely.
remember looking over and being shocked that Bukauskas won.
Yeah.
Just because I thought when I was watching like little glimpses of it, Ian won. but
I
didn't
cage
really
side.
watch
I
it.
thought he won too.
Yeah.
I thought he won.
He
too.
was fighting off his back foot the whole fight, Modestus.
I like saying these refs. I mean these judges' names, so people actually
They
know they are.
they
pieces.
had an entire meeting right after those scorecards came out. Right there, the refs, the judges, like, yeah, somebody lost their job.
His name. Is
Somebody didn't ref the rest of the night. I'll tell you that.
Pasquale Procopio.
I know
Heard
that
of
name.
him?
I know that name. I've heard him
10,
before.
30-27.
The complete opposite way. That's insane.
Yep.
That's an issue, right?
It's
It has-
insane when there's that much money and this is a professional sport. Like it's not like a regional or amateur, but even then, it's like, yeah, man, like you
ain't-
screwed this guy.
It's not like they're getting paid though either. The judges, like, they're not getting paid much, so it's like maybe if you incentivize them by paying them more, maybe they'll do a better job. Because that's fucking that guy lost half of his money, like, and he won the fight.
I don't know if y'all can answer this question. Do you think corruption has made it into this sport yet?
a little bit.
Well, it happened in Canada. I'm not surprised.
I don't think it's in the organization itself.
No, not
like, that's the
UFC.
commission's judges that they select. So it's not UFC's fault. Which when I was younger, I didn't really understand that. But yeah, I mean, like, it's not the UFC's fault. It's the commission that they pick who the judges are. So
Speaking of commissions, I got a question, but I'll bring it up when this other part gets to it. Go ahead.
Moving on, Jasmine Jasdavicius. We all picked her.
She looks good.
I think Jessica Andrade is at the end.
Big, bro.
And she yoked her shit up and
The
strangled
way
her.
she fucking, I was literally right there. She fucking, Matt returned her. Like, she just, it was like a baby. They just literally picked her up and just fucking ragdolled her. It was the Canadian, for what people say about Canadian fans, they were fucking awesome. Like, huge fight fans, like, very respectful, cool as shit.
How was Montreal?
Awesome.
Cool?
Awesome. Great. It reminded me of Philly, to be honest.
Seriously?
They were like, but not assholes. Like, the city, it was just like a cool, it was like, it wasn't anything, it's not what people say Canadians are. Like, it was cool.
So was the protein bar really like close to $8 out there?
Shit was expensive, for sure. But we're also in Center City.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It kind of sounds like you want to be Canadian now.
I like it. I want to be. I definitely don't. That's a wild thing to say. I'm a very proud American. But it's right there. It's close.
I got you.
Mike Malott. Charles
This was
Radke.
great. Like, live, him walking out, like, getting booed, and then Mike Malott walking out, and they went fucking crazy for him. And for Mike to stand on business in his country, because if he wouldn't have, Charles would have gave it to him. Dude, that knockout was bad. Like, he was in the middle, like, saying something on the ground, and then he just fucking dinged him 3 more times.
He said something on the ground?
He was... it was like he was like concussed. It was weird, like the way.
Yeah, he looked confused because he fell and he had his hand like almost like what?
Yeah, and then he fucking just got obliterated from there.
Even him being a tough guy, he just still seemed like a very nice guy.
Yeah, nice. He seems like a good dude. Yeah. Bro, it's just
Mike Malott.
Yeah, Mike.
Like, even with him being being
Mike's,
tough about the win, it's still,
everyone said
just
like
seemed like
says
a very,
I thought he was talking about Charles.
Yeah,
Recky, nah, I don't.
everyone says the nicest things about Mike Malott.
I have to
would
say,
say Recky seemed like he was selling the fight a little bit, like just selling.
Yeah, they dapped it up afterwards.
I thought
Like,
so.
yeah, it was just
They were
selling the
pretty
fight.
like that. What you about to say?
I think I don't know. It's all good.
I don't know.
I forgot. Fuck.
Benoit Saint Denis versus a local. This kid was he was supposed to fight Friday night for a local show, and then obviously Joel Alvarez got hurt, so he got the call up. Didn't work out for him, but he's still in the UFC, so
He'll get the 3 fight you for that. When you
he'll get the fight again for sure. He'll get the fight again
because they're not gonna hold it against you like that shit.
But I'm not. Joel Alvarez would have fucking torched Benoit bad, and that was going to be my pick, like my lock. I know he's probably a big favorite against Benoit, but he would have killed him. He would have killed him, bro.
Natalia Silva versus Alexa Grasso. I am extremely disappointed in Grasso's performance because I think she's a good grappler, and she proceeded to use none of it besides one shot, I think, in the first round, and proceeded to just get her ass kicked. Silva looked great, man. She's got great footwork, and watching the title fight between Shevchenko and Manon, how can she not be next?
She was chasing her for 15 minutes, but she was getting kicked and hit. Like, she was taking some... Like, Natalie Silva has some nasty kicks.
But she's fast.
And the way she fucking twitches her hip and then she comes up, she goes low. It just seemed like Alexa Grasso couldn't find her. That's what I seen from cage side. Like, she would double jab, hit her with a good double jab, and then try to follow, and chick was gone. Yeah, she was gone.
What's crazy is that she went from 6-5 in her first 10 fights or 11 fights, and then now she's been on a...
Natalie Silva?
Yeah. I think she started out 4-5 or something like that, and then just went...
Jose Aldo versus Ariel Helwani.
I didn't see this fight.
First round, I'm like, Jose Aldo looks like not his old self, because you can never be that again, but he looked fucking good, like slipping and ripping, confident, threw a couple kicks. I was like, oh shit. I thought he was about to be like get him out of there. And then Eamon's tough. Like, he's like fucking moving his hands, walking forward. Jose started getting a little tired in the second round. It was still close. And then in the third round, drops him. You think the fight's going to be over. Kicks him in the face when he's getting up off the ground. Gasses. Shoots a takedown, pulls guard. Exhausted, bro. Exhausted.
He lost it all.
His talking about power bar.
Yeah.
His power bar went from 100 to 0, like within 30 seconds, because he tried to finish him. couldn't get him out of there, and then was done. When someone shoots and they pull guard,
Yeah, that's it.
But should he have, if he won the first round, lost the second round, then you almost finished somebody that bad. How do you not win the fight?
well, then he started getting ground and pounded pretty bad.
elbow.
But it should have been a draw. I personally thought it was a draw, or Jose won. Still,
Jose said he just don't have it in him no more, and he's like probably done.
yeah.
Bro, when he landed
Sad
that
to
head
see.
kick, the motherfucker went parallel when he fell.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He went fucking parallel.
I was going to bring up about the commission. When I heard about it, I was like, I wonder if that was like some veteran shit or whatever. But two things. One, I didn't know.
What do you mean veteran shit?
I'm about to say, but one part about the commission was like, I didn't know like toe stomps is like you can toe stomp one place and not
Rules
another.
change everywhere you go.
Ain't that some shit?
Some places you can wear ankle sleeves. Some places you can't. Some places you can wear knee sleeves. Some places you can't.
Anything else you know about strikes, like how toe stomps aren't allowed in Canada or,
Nah, I
or
know that.
wherever? Yeah, they said on the air. And I
Good thing
was
it's not. Good thing people aren't like
Don't use it? Aren't
relying their
toe
game
stomps
plans
and
on toe stomps.
The other thing was the shit with the weight miss. I guess it was something with the weight miss in the sense of what was it? It would have been off somewhere else, but here they were able to push it through. Did you hear about that?
I know that they went from it was supposed to be 135, but then
Yeah.
I guess they made it a 145-pound fight.
For the Jose fight?
Yeah.
And I was damn, I wish I knew exactly what it was, but I was thinking like could that have been something like he was aware of? Obviously, that's kind of corny to do.
Yeah,
to miss the weight on purpose, but I was like, damn, that would be strategic
Yeah,
in
I
the sense
kn-
of like, I'm not even gonna cut it
Yeah, I
because the
had no
fight gonna be
clue.
on anyway if I stop right here. But I was
Yeah.
like, that was kind of
It was cool seeing him, especially if it was his last fight. I'm very happy I was there. I mean, not much to talk about on the
Yeah.
co-main event, but
Decision.
Valentina does what
typical
Valentina
Valentina
does.
fight as of late. Wasn't the best fight. Yeah, it was late, bro. I was falling asleep.
Yo.
And not
for
falling
real.
asleep just because that fight, I was falling asleep in my seat. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was exhausted.
Who you sitting next to? Oh wait,
Let's not get into
let's
it.
get into it.
I did meet GSP.
My man.
Hey,
There you
finally.
go.
He was sitting next to me. It was cool. I'm not gonna.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
No,
Off
talk-
air?
I didn't blow him. Not even a handy. There was too many people around. All right.
Did he invite you out to train?
Main event. This
Main
is what
event.
everybody wants.
Main event,
to-
man.
wants to
First
talk
of all,
about.
first thing I will say.
Actually, before I let you go, do you want to talk about this and go into just the 170 debacle, or would you like to just save that for the very?
No,
end
yeah,
real
we
quick?
can do that whole thing now because I think that I mean, this next weekend this card
not
kind of
crazy.
sucks.
Okay.
Bilal definitely did a lot of what he said he was going to do. He stood and traded with him a lot longer. So first round, it was close. Like it was a good competitive back and forth fight. I think Bilal didn't have a great game plan the first 3 rounds. Like he literally was just striking with him the whole time. I thought his game plan would have been to wrestle immediately, like kind of how he did in the 4th and the 5th. It would have definitely, I think, changed the fight. But they were literally they were fighting the entire time. Bilal had good pressure. Like when he had Jack going backwards, it seemed like he was winning a lot of those exchanges. You know, Bilal's really good at like you hit him, and if you don't move, he was hitting Jack like right back. But you could tell Jack just had a little bit more firepower. But yeah, like I was more just like I couldn't believe that Bilal didn't implement a different game plan earlier on in the fight.
Did you feel like Jack defended well against?
No. I mean, not in. So the first 3 rounds, he barely shot, and not saying he should have been shooting to get the takedowns, but just to change up the dynamic of the fight. Like if Jack's getting off, you should be trying to clinch him and wear down his arms. Like, Bilal does have really good kicks. He was kicking Jack in the arms really good. He did a lot of good things. I think that's just one thing that he could have maybe did differently. But I did say Jack's hard to hold down, and he creates weird scrambles. And you could tell, like, Bilal did a good job getting him down in the 4th and the 5th, and then Jack created those weird scrambles to get back to his feet. I don't know how it looked on TV. It's different watching there in person, but yeah, I mean, I thought
it looked pretty. It was a great fight to watch.
Yeah.
that's what I was saying earlier. It was a great fight to watch, but as far as a smart game plan from Bilal, it wasn't the smartest game plan.
Yeah, I was surprised that he stood with him, and watching it on the TV. Jack's got clean boxing, man. He really does. Like he throws good strikes and he gets out of there, or his head movement, it was on point. So he threw a lot of good combos. I thought he did really well when Bilal would get him to the cage and tried to clinch him, where he would throw like 3, 4, 5 punches. But yeah, it was a fun, entertaining fight to watch. And but ultimately, I think there's a good storyline for either fight for you.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of,
But now it's kind of everything's
stuck, and I think it's kind of bullshit. So that's kind of annoying. The guy hasn't defended the belt, and doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve the opportunity. But it's like, come on, man, like. You got guys out here earning their way. And
yeah.
Now you got to wait.
I'm about to say a little bit into what this picture looks like at 170.
It's a blurry picture.
Not for you, and just break down kind of what's going on.
What I'm thinking now is I heard Jack say he wants to fight in 8 weeks. I'm thinking they're going to do Islam and Jack at International Fight Week, and they're going to do Charles and Ilya for the interim belt. That shit makes sense.
How do you feel about Ilya saying no, he's not taking a fight unless it's for the title?
But I mean, then they'll just be like, okay, we'll do Charles and Armin at that point. But I'm thinking Islam, the next one's moving up because Jack's saying he wants to fight. I don't see them waiting till September for Islam to fight Jack in Australia because that's where. He's just going to say, I'll fight in October in Abu Dhabi at that point. He's like, I'm the guy. I'm not going to go to your backyard, So, but they got to announce something soon.
I was very surprised at the lack of words that Jack had. I didn't realize he was like kind of an introvert.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He does not talk.
He doesn't say much.
He does not care to talk.
Not that I like it, but like, remember I was talking to you about this yesterday. I was like, he's kind of just, you guys have similar, you do talk. I think you express yourself well, but it's really like, I just want to fight. Like, bro, I really don't care for all
he's
that.
a lot more of that than I am.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah,
a lot more, yeah.
So
he
he's
doesn't say
like,
much.
He didn't even seem super, super happy about having the belt. Like, it's like, I got it, but it's like, I still just want to fight the best guy. So it was like, I don't know. It's cool with me.
I think from here on, though, I mean, because then you had Shavkat come out and say he just had surgery. He's going to be good to go. People are going to have to fight, so shit's going to have to keep moving. So me and Ian, next logical move, 100%, especially because Bilal lost.
Not only with Bilal, I saw Dana share that all the injuries he got. That's going to put him out for a while.
His nose is broke. His orbital is broke. He's out for a minute. So Bilal's not fighting for a while. He needs to go rest up, and he's going to have surgery for sure.
What do you think, Max? You think it could be even up to a year?
Yeah, for sure.
Dang.
Yeah, for your orbital bone, 100%. If that's, they said in the moment it's broke, it might be different when you go get X-rays. But if his orbital's broke, he's out for a hot
Well, it's just a
minute.
matter of so it doesn't just keep breaking every fight, right?
Yeah,
So you gotta give it time to.
You have to let that shit heal. And then you have Buckley and Usman. They have to fight. I mean, they should do the winner of that versus Shavkat to keep the title, to keep the picture moving. Me and Ian. It just depends on if Islam is fighting Jack at 170 and when. But everyone I've talked to, all the media people, they all think me and Ian make the most sense. I seen Ian at the end of the fight. He was at the end of the row, and he was trying to ask me. He was like, "What do you think? Like who?" I was like, "I think me and you." I went like this to him. I was like, he was like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Me and you." But yeah, he knows I want to fight him, and Ian's not scared of me. You know, he just wants. But I think that's the fight that's going to happen.
So no handshake though.
Now after he made weight, he fist bumped me. I was just. It's not real. But I told him I was like me and you, brother. Like that's the next move.
Would you ever fist bump Paul Craig?
No.
All right, say it, Sally.
Fist pump fucking Paul Craig. But that's different, bro. That's
He's like,
different.
I'll pump my fist in his face.
That's different. That's different. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. No.
Two different mindsets in the sense of how y'all look at shit. I guess
We do need to get to that card though.
We will.
But here's the difference. Why Ian can actually fight. Paul's a pussy.
Damn.
Last thing I wanted to ask was just with the Islam thing is like, what do you feel about the not getting rid of one title, holding up both, or defend?
I mean, it's just hard. I'd rather see him. He technically hasn't defended against any 155ers besides Poirier. He defended it against who?
Volk.
Oh, yeah. Volk twice. So you have.
That's his reason for saying not letting it go. He said, "I think it's still some more
but then stay there and do it." Armin, there's Charles, there's people there. So I think he should truly clean out his division. But if you're going to move up, I think you should truly have to clean out your division before you move up.
I think he probably just chasing the opportunity, and
he'll probably retire after that if he gets double bounce.
These dudes just gonna be retiring.
I heard, bro. I know for a fact he's got a few fights left, from what I've heard. Few fights. He's not hanging around to eventually catch an L.
Okay.
He's trying to leave with that legacy, brother.
Saturday is coming, and you know it goes great with Fight Night. Fan cash. You earn fan cash each time you bet with Fanatics Sportsbooks, win or lose. Turn fan cash into bonus bets or new merch from Fanatics.com or the UFC store. So flip that fan cash into UFC shirts, collectibles, and more. Plus, new customers get up to $1,000 in no sweat bets across their first 10 days when they sign up. Use code BradyBagz when you sign up. Let them know we sent you. Fight Night and fan cash, the ultimate 1-2. Download Fanatics Sportsbooks and start earning fan cash today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And as always, bet responsibly. Joey, you can go ahead.
So I don't think we're going to go over most of these fights just because, I don't know, they're kind of dookie. But I'll start with former Tisha Torres versus Luana Pinheiro. I would say take the fight to go to the decision or take Tisha. The next fight is Park Hyung-sung versus Carlos Hernandez. I would go with Hyung-sung. He's undefeated. Then there's another women's fight with Denise Gomez, Elise Reed. Elise Reed was regional up here, fought for CFFC. Having said that, though, I'm still going with Gomez. I think she's bigger, has bigger.
She beat Jasmine
power.
for CFFC, which is crazy.
That is crazy. Then you have Luana Santos. There's a lot of female fights on this card. Luana, I would say go with her over the Tainara Lisboa. Never heard of her. Haven't seen her fight. And she's also 34 years old, so I would go with Luana Santos. She looks good. She moves well. So, and then lightweight, we have Jared Gordon versus Thiago Moises. I don't know what to go on this one. I would say I'm going Moises. I'm not a fan of Jared Gordon.
This was moved, correct, from last week? Or
I forget.
Or I think it was last week. Card.
I think Thiago's a better, just an all-around better fighter all-around better skilled fighter. But I think Jared's a lot tougher, and it's going to make it a close fight.
He's a grinder.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a decision.
Gabe Green versus Mateus Camilo. I don't know. There's no picture for him. I don't know what he looks like.
Mateus Camilo, if you actually remember, which you know Gabe Green, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so Mateus Camilo
He
actually
got slumped by Ian Gary running after him like a moron.
Did Dean send you a link last night looking for a fight?
Huh?
Or no,
Yeah.
he got slumped by Brian Battle. My bad.
He sent it to me as well. You remember the kid who went for the shot in the crowd for Dana White? Like, yo, give me a shot.
Yep.
Dana gave him a fight.
Yep.
Well, when he went on looking for a fight,
He
this
lost.
is who he fought. He
Oh,
fought Mateus Camilo.
this kid's good.
I'm going
I
with
watched
Mateus
it.
Camilo.
I'm going with
kicks,
him.
all
He's
that
good,
stuff.
bro.
Yeah, he's
I
pretty
watched
solid.
that episode last night.
Julian Erosa versus, I'm just going to say, fucking Costa.
I'm going Julian Erosa.
I'm going Costa. I think
going Julian Erosa.
he just beat Christian Rodriguez on the card I was supposed to fight in Mexico. Yeah, so I think he's active, and yeah, I think he might be able to win a nice, boring decision. So,
Our boy.
This man has been winning y'all a lot of money.
Yes, he has.
yeah, our boy Nur Sultan is fighting Dustin Stoltzfus.
Justin's other favorite. I said Justin. Joey's other favorite guy.
I have to say, he is a nice dude. I've seen him on the flight, and I let him know I don't hate him.
I let him know. I think about murdering him every day.
I used to. I don't hate him anymore. But having said that, I hope Nur Sultan can get it back for me, since I don't think we're ever going to get that fight. Unfortunately, I don't see him getting up there enough to be able to rematch with me. But yeah, man, it's going to be a good fight, and I think Nur Sultan can avoid the grappling of Dustin, and stay long, stay tall, and he's got power, man, and he's fast. So, unfortunately for Dustin, I think he's going to be put unconscious.
Yeah, I've been training a lot with Nur Sultan at 185. I think he's a lot better there than 170. He's got that, bro. He's fucking 6'5", and he's building into his frame. He's big, he's strong, and he's fast. I think he's going to knock out Stoltzfus.
He's going to get that win, go home, get 3 more villages given to him by the president to meet him at the
We
airport.
didn't even know you were here, honestly.
I was here. I've been here. Just a statue.
Sadiq Youssef versus Myron Santos. Myron should have lost to Francis Marshall his last fight. Definitely, having said that, Sadiq Youssef has gotten knocked out twice, but I still think that he has a lot of potential. He's got good grappling. He's got good boxing. I think at least better than Myron Santos. So, and I think he has the bigger power. So I'm conflicted.
Sadiq
but
only got knocked out once.
It was by
Lopez.
Barboza.
That was a decision.
Barboza didn't knock him out. All right. Well, I'm still going with Sadiq.
I'm going Sadiq.
And
I'm definitely going Sadiq. I think Sadiq's a very good fighter. Up until him fighting Edson, like he had Edson out of there in that first round. Edson's a dog and came back, and then Diego's Diego at this point, you know.
Yeah.
So can't fault him for that.
Rodolfo Bellato versus Bolglig. Fucking.
Where he been at, man? You looking for him?
Nah, bro. I mean, I have to let that shit go because he said fucking no. Like at the end of the day, he said no, and I got another fight, and I have
And
to
he's
move
back at
past
light
it.
heavyweight.
And he's back at light heavyweight, but I would definitely.
Who you picking?
If that shit fell off, I would
Who you picking?
fight his ass. I think I'm going fucking Bellato. I think
Yeah,
he's
I'm
going to knock
going
him out.
I'm going Bellato. Gilbert Burns versus Michael Morales. If you follow Gilbert Burns, he looks incredibly motivated this fight. He looks physically, he looks really good. I think he knows that 0-4 is tough to come back from. You know, they gave him another main event against a tough up-and-comer, but I feel like Michael Morales still isn't that proven yet. Like, yes, he beat Neil Magny, but Neil wins some, lose some, you know, and then, but I feel like Gilbert, if you look at the last three people Gilbert lost to were me, who else? Me, Bilal, and then
Hamzat.
And then who? Hamzat? Yeah. So like, you're losing to fucking.
Jones should have asterisks next.
You're
to him,
losing
man.
to fucking
Elite,
very good fighters.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't Hamzat. Me, Jack, and Bilal.
But he's 4 though. He got 4. He got 4 losses.
No, he's
4?
got 3.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Or wait, is it 4? No, it's 3.
I got you.
No, it's 3. Because he won after the Hamzat fight.
Oh yeah, he beat. Jorge.
Yeah. So it's Bilal, former champion, Jack, current champion, and then me, number 1 contender. He's almost a plus 500. Bless you.
fuck.
I'm going Gilbert Burns.
He's almost a plus 400.
Almost plus 500.
Wow.
I'm going Gilbert Burns. I think, yes, this kid is good. He's got a lot of hype, but bro, Gilbert is still Gilbert. Like he has
Right.
huge power.
Yeah.
He has great takedowns. He has great submissions. He is a
38
full,
years
complete fighter.
And we were talking about this when we walked in, but the Jack fight, he was kind of winning.
Yeah, he
turned
was
in his
winning.
favor. And like I said, even your fight, it's like I can't say you beat Gilbert's ass 5 rounds pillar to post. No,
Yeah.
you outworked him. I ain't gonna say just enough, but more than, you know what I mean, a little bit more. And it's a closer fight.
And
out
then
of
the
Gilbert,
Bilal
right?
fight, he dislocated his shoulder, so he couldn't. Then he fought with a dislocated
Yeah.
shoulder for 5 rounds.
So
he's
looking at it,
healthy
you could
going
think-
into this.
Yeah.
I'm going Gilbert.
Yeah, I'm about to say, looking at it, you could
Heavy
think that Gilbert
boy.
is like over, but nah, his last.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, I did see something. He don't look that heavy. He looks like he's got abs and shit. Like he looks like he was.
No,
training
he looks
hard.
really good. I'm very excited for
How old
it.
is Gilbert?
38.
38. Dusty.
I'm gonna be fighting at 38.
He's gonna be done at 30.
Fuck yeah, that's only 6 years from now.
Dusty.
I'll be dusting you young bucks.
Would
up.
you fight
You ain't that young, dog. You ain't no spring.
I'm 28,
chicken.
brother.
That ain't that young.
That's how-
You're
You're
28
what?
going
You're
on
32?
50.
I give my left.
Your
testicle.
body,
Holy shit.
your body's going on 60. I had a real nerve. He's I woke up sore today.
But I was gonna say, would you feel like you would fight? Would you after? I
I'm
guess after
fucking
you
outta
achieve
here,
what you
dude.
want to
We
achieve.
do gotta wrap up.
Yeah, what you would fight past a certain
Call
point?
me
Because I love
Dusty.
because I love fighting and I love competing.
I got you. Dan, bro. Dan, go ahead. I wanted to ask you one thing. I want you, please, one last thing. One topic I had. I'll let you go after this. What do you think about Robert Whitaker RDR?
Don't like it.
Don't like? Come on, can you give me more than?
I think Whitaker.
Real quick.
I think Whitaker.
It's
I don't
going
know,
to
bro.
walk.
Yo, that's
We
you don't think
keep,
that was
I
a
keep
huge, that's
saying
huge.
we keep saying that though.
That's
but
what I was asking. Do we
RDR
fade
is-
him now, or do we still?
Nah, I think you have to put respect on his name. I think his performance has looked better. I mean, granted, but again, he's doing it against a guy who's so very, very, very inexperienced at the top. Robert Whitaker's been at the top forever. It doesn't mean that styles don't make matches, but I have to go with the guy that's fought the better
Yeah.
competition. And like Gerald has never been at the top. Bo has just gotten to the top prematurely. So based on those two, and then Kevin Holland, like we all know, he can't grapple at the highest level. So Yeah, I mean, he looks good. I guess we'll find out. I mean, I'm intrigued for it. I think it's a good fight. He's tall, he's big. Robert's a little bit shorter. I know he's like still 6'1", but it's a good fight. He deserves it, I guess.
What'd you think? You like this, Sean?
I like it as far as like now it's if RDR is going to be who everyone thinks who he and maybe the UFC thinks he's going to be, if he gets through fucking Robert Whittaker, then he's the guy because now he's really proven himself.
I got you.
Good.
All
right, boys. Well,
I got nothing. This is it's kind of dry week this week.
It's all good.
Really,
I got one thing.
We got.
What do you think?
Your son committed to Penn State. Congratulations. All right, I got to get ready for practice.
Penn State now has the number one recruitment class of 2026. Not specifically saying because of that with my son, but with the recruitment, they were in the top 3. After Alex committed on Friday, they went from 3 to 1. On top of that, they were just named, as of now, preseason and the number 1 team in the nation with this year. So it's looking big. It's absolutely amazing. I'm living my dream by watching my son live his dream. And there's so many people that take part in making that happen. You know, guys here, he comes here, he sees a Sean, he sees a Pyfer, a Sabatini, Jeremiah, Petrosky. These guys take time and talk to him about what it's like to be great, what it takes to be great, you know?
Why he ain't talk to me?
Because we're almost there. We're almost there.
Go ahead.
We sit around the good. We sit around the good. We're right around good. We're not at the great.
Go ahead. Yeah,
You'll be great once you get the sidecar for your motorcycle.
I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
You'll stay good. But now, with that being said, man, you know, like we had a commitment party for him. He got to pick his hat. There was over 300 people there. It was absolutely bananas. It's the whole. It's like surreal. The whole like situation about it. It's just so fun seeing it. I also, you know, on here, I want to thank Coach Fran from Syracuse for the belief in my son. No. And I want to thank Coach Epizito from Michigan for the recruitment of my son, for what you guys have seen in him and is believing that he could better your program as well. You know, it's good, man. It's just, it's an amazing thing. You know, I'm blessed with the boys that I have, and I'm blessed, you know, with my son, you know, to see what he's accomplishing.
Congratulations to that.
Thank you, man.
I just want to speak on something real quick. Like in the beginning, when Joey kind of yelled at us a little bit and shit. I'm gonna swing on him one day.
I was gonna slap him.
No. Listen. But when I do it, I need you.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, Sean, where you at? Joey's fucking curd up. I don't know what to do.
Nah, I got mind control over Joey,
bro.
man.
Look, I pulled it out. You didn't even see. I was slick with it.
Yeah, I ain't see it.
I was going to write everything down. You hit with a right, a left, 2 knees.
Yo, sign up for SteadyPicks Premium, dog. I've been using SteadyPicks Premium. When I started my Fanatics account, all I did was play their picks. I don't know about baseball. I don't know too much about basketball. All I did was play their picks. So far, I'm 9-4.
That's
so
good.
I'm in the green. I took the little $25 account and sitting at $66 now. So it's just playing it by a unit metric, being strict, being disciplined, playing their picks only, 9-4. So sign up for SteadyPicks Premium is an investment that is worth getting.
Get us them words in our notifications for this spelling bee. It is going to be hysterical. Thank you, everybody.